Communication Lab. To do that, we're going to be talking about the location, the requirements for this course, how to check in, how to submit lab activity manuals, pages to Canvas, how to get a lab activity manual extension, and how to check out of the lab. So first of all, the Communication Lab is located on the Fremont campus in Building 3, Room 3418. It's directly across where our classrooms are. We'll do a physical tour in there on our first face-to-face class. Now, the Communication Lab requirements says that you need to get 16 hours logged at the lab. You're going to have those lab activity manual assignments signed off by lab personnel. You can get your outlines checked by lab personnel, and that is going to be one of our assignments, several of our assignments, and then you could do practice speeches with lab personnel as well, and again, that will be one of our assignments as well. Now, you cannot pass this course without putting significant time into the lab. There comes 260 points from the pages in the lab manual and 100 points from the 16 hours in the lab. If you only do 8 hours, that's 50 points, and so on and so forth. I do adjust as times go on. So how do you do this? Well, the first thing you're going to do when you walk in is you're going to grab the class binder from the bookcase. You're going to look for my name, and for this section, it's 4, but it might be 8, 12, whatever our section is. You're going to find your timesheet under your last name in the binder and use the time clock to stamp in on the inline. Then you're going to return the timesheet and the binder to the bookcase. The reason we do that is because students sometimes forget and will lose their timesheet. We don't want you to do that, so make sure you return it. Now, once you're in the lab, that's where you can complete all your lab manual assignments. You can work on your outlines there. And when you're done, you can have those pages signed off by lab tutors or professors on duty. Once they've signed it up, you're going to go ahead and take a picture of the lab page with the signature, your name, and the date on that piece of paper, as well as the page number, and upload it to Canvas for full points. Yay! They can also help you with outlines and speech topics. They've been doing this a long time and they're really good at it. So go ask them for help. And they can also help you with those practice speeches. Now, practice speeches must be given 24 hours before your speech. And since right now our speeches are on Monday, this means they really have to be done the week before or no credit. So like I said, the Comm Lab procedure. So for example, this is a page of the lab manual. When you're done, finished this page, you're going to go ahead and print your name on the bottom of the page. You're going to put it in pen. The tutor's signature will be on the instructor/tutor signature line, and the date as well. You're going to take a picture of this and upload it to Canvas. As long as you get it to me by the due date, you're going to get full credit if they've signed it off. Now, here's the exception to the rule, and I suggest you take a picture of this. Most of my lab pages are due Friday night. If you cannot get to the lab, complete these and submit the assignment without a signature, and I'll give you 1 week's extension. That means if the lab assignment is 3 pages, I'm going to want to see all 3 pages that are completed. Now, outline and speech practices do not apply to this. So, you're in the lab, you've gotten all your paperwork signed off, now you want to leave. Well, how do you do that? Well, you're going to go back to the bookcase and you're going to grab that timesheet. You're going to use that time clock again and you're going to stamp that time on the outline. Then you're going to add up your hours for the day and in total for the semester. You're going to ask a tutor or professor to sign your sheet, and then you're going to replace the binder and timesheet in the bookshelf. Now, real quick, it never hurts to take a picture a few times during the semester, just in case that lab page goes missing. Then you have some proof of it. Reach out if you have any questions.